Hello, good morning. We are just continuing the class from where we have stopped yesterday. We are taking the first stanza of the poem, My Mother at 66, in which we have already mentioned that Kamala Das, one of the foremost English writer in India, was traveling with her mother from her parents' home to Cochin Airport. While she was traveling in the back seat of the car, her mother was sitting by her side. Just looking at her face, she has seen that she is an old woman. She was actually sleeping, and the posture of her sleeping was open mouthed. She had kept her mouth open. Her face just looked like ashen color, the color of ash. And she compares the face of the mother with the dead body. And just looking at her face, she realized with a lot of pain in her mind that her mother was very old and she's near into her death. So, thinking about the death of the mother and the realization that even she herself also will become one day old as mother and will pass away from this world. She wanted to put away that unpleasant thought. In order to put away that unpleasant thought, she just looked at the scene outside the car. There are two aspects, two imageries used. We said that which is actually representing full of activeness, life, and enjoyment. The two imageries are also used as symbols in this poem. Symbols means symbolical meaning. It is having symbolical meaning. These two things are trees sprinting, merry children spilling. While trees are sprinting, we mentioned already that while traveling in a vehicle, when we look out from the vehicle outside, you find the trees are sprinting. So this tree sprinting is an imagery as well as it is symbol. Why it is symbol? It is symbolic of the life outside. It is symbolic of the happiness outside. And again, merry children spilling out of their homes. We said that children are coming out of their house with the spontaneous overflow of happiness, the spontaneous movement of the children. The children who have been kept inside the house for a long time, not permitting them to go and play, when they are given freedom to come out of the house, you can find that they are spilling out of their homes. The children always move in group. When they are given freedom to play outside, they come out with a lot of happiness. So that movement has been described here. So what we see here is a contrast of the scene inside the car. Inside the car we find the old woman who is nearing to death, which shows a gloomy and unhappy scene. But what you see outside is full of life, full of activity, full of merrymaking and enjoyment. So here it is a contrast. Again we said the face of the mother has been compared with the corpse. It is a simile. So we find that this particular stanza that we have gone through yesterday, there is simile used, there is imagery used, there is also symbolism used, and contrast also used. There are four devices used in the same stanza. I'll repeat. The simile used in this particular stanza is mother's face has been compared to corpse. The imagery and symbolism, trees sprinting and merry children, both are imagery and symbolism. And what is the contrast? The dozing mother inside is contrasted with the life outside. What is life outside? Young trees sprinting and merry children spilling. I hope it is understood. We continue. There are few words we have come across in the first stanza. You can note down the meaning of the words. You have the notebooks with you. You see, doze means sleep lightly, a short sleep while traveling or while sitting in one place. You won't sleep so deeply. That is known as doze. Ashen, like ash in color. The face has been changed like ash in color. Corpse means it is dead body. Those who want, please note down the meaning of the words. Spilling. Spilling means allowed to run out here. In Malayalam, തുളുമ്പുക എന്ന് പറയും, കവിഞ്ഞൊഴുകുക. So here the children were allowed to run out from their house. So the summary of or explanation of the first stanza, the poet is on the way to airport in Cochin when she is struck by the realization of the advancing age of her mother. It is very difficult for her to accept that her mother is creeping into the grips of death. When she looks at her mother sitting by her side, she notices her corpse-like ashen face, which reminds her of her approaching death. She is pale and worn out. When Kamala Das is looking at the corpse-like face of the mother, it reminds her about two things. What are the two things? It reminds her about the approach of mother's death, as well as it reminds her about her own death. That means Kamala Das also will one day die. The lifeless and faded face of her mother pains her. The old lady seems to be lost in her own thoughts. When she was sitting inside the car, the old lady seems to be lost in her own thoughts. She was thinking in her own thought, probably dozing. The poet turns away her attention from her mother and looks outside. Already explained. In order to keep away that unhappy thought about the mother's death, the poet is looking outside through the window. The outside world is full of life and activity. The outside world is full of life and activity. What are they? The children and the people looks very active in all their activities. The trees sprinting, children moving with a lot of happiness, the spontaneous overflow of their own energy and enthusiasm. Sitting in the car and going to the airport along with the mother. Merry children. How children come out of their house and engage themselves in different kind of activities. Children enjoy playing. While sitting in the car, when she looked outside, the green trees racing past the speeding car are grim reminders of time which has passed. So another meaning here is that when she was traveling in the car, when she looked outside, she found that trees are running fast. It gives her a sad reminder that the time is passing away. Time is passing away means each one of us are approaching to our end, our death. The joyous children playing outside gave her some respite. She is lost in her thoughts of old age. When she is looking at the children playing outside, the trees running, she says that it gives her some relief. In order to get some relief from her lost thought about the old age and death, it helps her. So if you are asked that what does the green trees racing past symbolizes, you have to just answer that it reminds about the passage of time. The joyous scene of the children playing outside is actually a relief to the poet to just keep away her thought of death of the mother and herself. The children represent old youth, energy and life. So The children are actually representing youth, energy and life. She is probably driven back to the days of their idyllic youth when the mother had been young. So it is used here. The children represent old youth. Why old youth? Old youth means the mother's youth, Kamala Das youthful days. She is probably driven back. Driven back means she is just looking back. She is having a turn back to her old younger days in which her mother was very young and active like these children. We come to the second stanza. The first part of the poem we have already mentioned that the journey of the Kamala Das along with the mother to the airport. The second part is after reaching the airport what happens. Let's read. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her wan pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. You see, but after airport security check, they have reached the airport. After reaching the airport, those people who are traveled by the flight, they know that there is a formality. What is the formality? There is a security check. Your luggages will be checked, your body will be checked, whether you are just carrying anything harmful to other passengers. So they have undergone means Kamala Das has undergone security check. After having taken the security check, the people who are coming to see you off. Here who has come to see you off Kamala Das? Her mother. Mother airport kondu bidanayittu accompany cheyidadana. From there, after the security enter the launch, when you are entering the launch, you will not be able to have physical contact with the mother. Mother will be outside only. You can see her through the glass windows or glass doors. So that is why. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, yard it is a distance, standing little away from the mother, because now she cannot come out. If she comes out, she has to once again undergo the security checkup. I looked again at her wan pale. That means once again. Once again means when she has looked at the face of the mother first, when she was traveling with the mother. Now second time, once again she is looking at the wan, colorless, pale, velariyirikkunna as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache. So here also another simile has been used. Look at this. As a late winter's moon, as a late winter. Here the mother's face, when she looked at her face second time after the security checkup in the airport, the mother's face appeared like a winter's moon. Winter's moon. What do you mean by winter's moon? The word as is used in order to initiate the comparison. It is an example of simile. There are two similes. One, we have seen that mother's face is compared like a corpse. Here, late winter's moon. The moon in the winter time, it is not clear, it is obscure. Mangi nikkunna moonneയാണ് സാധാരണ winter time il nammal കാണാറുള്ളത്. And that is why the face of the mother is actually not very visible. That means it is faded away. That means it is approaching death. So just looking at this face of the mother, she felt that old familiar ache. Once again she has the pain. Once again she has the sorrow feeling. And she says that that feeling was a very familiar one. What is familiar? Something which comes to her very often. Ache means pain. Vedana. Pazhaya Vedana. What is that earlier pain? The pain of separation from the mother. The pain of death. My childhood's fear. And here the poet adds that this kind of fear she had entertained in her mind from the time of childhood. Childhood onwards, she was fearing of death. She was fearing of separation from the mother. So that ache which was with her, that pain, that sorrow which was with her, that one day she and her mother will become old and they have to die. That ache returned to her. That means aging and decay does not spare anybody. If you are born, there is death. So this fear returned to her once again. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. So earlier when she had the fear about the separation of the mother, she looked out through the window of the car. But here what she has done, she just simply told the mother, see you soon, Amma. She is not very sure that she will be able to see Amma when she comes next time. But even then, she simply gave a promise to the mother, see you, Amma. It is just like trying to just console the mother that I will come and see you. It is like she is just simply trying to hide her feeling of fear or separation from the mother. And that is why in the last line, all I did was smile and smile and smile. So it is a calculated attempt of the poet to hide her fear or separation from the mother. So she is smiling forcefully. It is not a spontaneous smile. You see, a smile that originates in the eye is actually reflected on the face. If you look at the people who is smiling, when you look at a person who is smiling, if you look on the face, you cannot say that that person is really happy. You have to look into the eyes, because eyes can never tell a lie. The real emotion, the heart, is reflected in the eyes. So here we find that her eyes says that she is very sorrowful, but a forced smile she has brought on the face of the mother, as face of the poet, in order to assure her that she will be coming and seeing her soon, which means that there is no surety that she will be able to see the mother when she returns. So here the last line, smile, smile and smile, it is an example of repetition. Repetition means it is a poetic ornament. Again, there is another poetic ornament in this stanza, as late winter's moon. It is simile. So there are two similes used in this poem. Ashen like that of a corpse, pale as late winter's moon. And we have also seen trees running. We said that it is a personification. Trees cannot run. Trees actually fixed in one place. Even though it grows, it cannot move. Personification. What will be personification? Personification means giving life to one something which is not having life. It is also imagery. Trees running is also imagery, as well as it is symbolism. It is used as a symbol. Repetition, smile and smile and smile. And we said there is a contrast used in the poem. Old mother dozing inside is contrasted with the young trees running and the children spilling. So I hope that we have completed these two stanzas. I hope that you are able to understand this stanza very well, because you see, this poem, even though it is